Hot on the heels of my Galaxy Note 8 unboxing, I do not feel comfortable carrying this device around completely unprotected, and I'm not really one of those people that puts a skin on a device. I'd rather have a case around it offering a little protection so that when I drop it, it hopefully doesn't shatter and explode, but the last case that I tried on, unfortunately it did. But as you can see, I do have a handful of cases here from Lumion. Lumion by VRS Designs. They've kind of gone through a rebranding, and I thought I'd go through them very quickly with you, let you know what they are, how much they cost and whatnot, and pick one for myself to use moving forward, or maybe more than one. Kinda like clothing, it's nice to have options. So the first one we'll take a look at. This is the Lumion Huey soft case for the Galaxy Note 8. This one retails for $10 over on Amazon right now, although it looks like the retail price on it's actually $20. It's marked down to $10 for now. There's a little thank you card in here and the case with the dummy picture inside of it. It's just a very thin, minimalist case. So this is the one if you just don't want any fingerprints or scratching, very easily fits over the device, has a nice little texture to it, so it makes it a little bit easier to hold onto. But because the sides of the Note 8 are so thin, with a very little movement, you can see that, move the case around. So just be kind of careful with that, but just holding it on there, it's not falling out or anything. It does provide a very, very minimal amount of protection, and all the ports and buttons work. Power button, volume rocker, and Bixby button, which no one ever wants to hit ever. So it's not that bad. For a $10 case, that's what you get. Moving on down the line, we have the Lumion Diamont hard case. Diamont? I don't really know. But this one retails for $13.99 over on Amazon, although it says $25.99 is the MSRP, the retail price. This one actually says, according to Amazon, it provides military grade level protection, meets or exceeds military standard 810F516, dual layer for maximum shock absorption, has raised lip guards for the exposed areas. I will go ahead and say I'm not a huge fan of a clear case, but it does allow you to kind of show off the back, but at the same time you have to clean the device before you put it in there and hope that nothing ever gets inside, because it will, where it'll have the camera opening, dirt and whatever else will seep inside, so you have to be careful. Pop it in kind of like that. Just fits in very easily. The side moves back a little bit. You know, it has such thin sides, it's kind of hard to keep it from doing that. It does feel like it offers a little bit more protection than the TPU case we just looked at. The buttons do continue to work and the openings are all open. So, I mean, it does get the job done. It's just, it's got that sort of a sticky feeling you get whenever you have a clear case, which is going to make it easier to hang on to, but it's just going to make it feel kind of weird to use, in my opinion. So this one may not be for me. And like I said, it is a two-part case, so technically, the outside bumper here does come off, but as you probably noticed there, I didn't take that off beforehand to put the case on the phone. I just slipped it over it and it worked. So that is another option. Slightly more expensive, a little more protection. Next up we have the Lumion Guardian, again, drop-tested hard case for the Galaxy Note 8. This one is also $13.99 over on Amazon. This one also offers that military grade level protection, but the back actually looks kind of similar to the one on the Huey that we looked at earlier, the TPU case, but it does have that bumper ridge around the outside to help offer some extra protection. And in terms of slipping it on, pretty easy, no problem there. All the buttons do continue to work appropriately. All the cutouts are there. As you add extra layers of protection, you do have a little bit more of a recessed port here, so you might have to have a very thin headphone connector. The big old pairs of headphones you normally might use might not work, but earbuds, it'll probably fit in just fine. And of course, the S Pen and everything still comes out just fine. I do actually really like this case, because it does have this texture to it. It's not quite as grippy as the last one we looked at, but I do like the look and the fit and finish of this pretty well. So for $13.99, this might be the one I would say to go with. But moving on, we do have two more to look at. Here we have the Lumion Osprey, drop-tested, semi-auto, one-hand case. This one actually retails for $14.99 over on Amazon, and it says it's the first semi-automatic case. This case features a spring-loading sliding compartment to make it easier to open and close while holding your cards. It can store 2 credit cards or card-sized items. It does have that same military-grade drop protection. And I will say, because most of the back here is covered in plastic, it does kind of feel like it's a little bit more protected. You do still have this silicone layer on the inside. And it's just $1 more than the last one, so if you're looking to not carry a wallet, that's not bad. You can just kind of slide it open like that, put your cards down inside. Don't make the mistake I made with the Galaxy S8 version of this and pull on it. As long as you don't pull on it. Seems like the mechanism's not bad at all. I may actually give that one a try for a little while. Put some cards in there, because at this point I tend to use either a card or Samsung Pay. I rarely pay with cash, so maybe stick my ID and a credit card in there and just call it a day and see if it works. Having the plastic ridging around the back does help keep it from moving back. The other cases we've looked at, it does tend to pull back a little bit more. And then of course down on the bottom, all the ports are open, but it is starting to recess a little bit more. I do like the way this feels in the hand though. It makes it very comfortable, and it does make it kind of easy to find that fingerprint sensor. Just having something else around it so that it's not just a flat slab of glass. I kind of like that. And then the last one we'll be looking at is the Lumion Savant. This is PU leather, so it's not actual leather, it's kinda leather, it's like bonded leather. This one retails for $15.99, but again, it's like $30.99 for the MSRP, but $15.99 right now. And with this one, it's got foam inside of it by default, so you have to take it all apart. Let's just see how it works, how it fits, and how it feels. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's offering as much protection. I mean, obviously, it's not going to offer as much as something like this. You've got this leatherish feeling plastic around it, a place over here for your cards. So I mean, just for carrying this around, it has the magnetic clasp on it to hold it in place. It's kind of a mixture of black and a burgundy. They also have a chocolate brown version available, which I think I would prefer, but this is not bad. If I were wanting to stick this in like a coat pocket or something, I could see using this. You know, you stick cash down in this side, you stick your cards down in here, and then you just have to carry one thing and you've got it all with you. So I'm kind of at a toss-up between these two. I have some concerns about the mechanism here because, like I said, I've seen this kind of thing break before when I broke the one the last time, but as long as you're careful with it, I don't think it'll be a problem. But this is going to be a good fallback. It's not going to offer a huge amount of protection. It's not the military style protection they offer on the other ones, but all your ports are exposed there. You can't actually get to the buttons except for the power button with it closed, but then you open it up and fold it back, you can get to them. This always ends up getting in the way for me though when I'm using the device, so I do tend to avoid the folio style cases, but a lot of people do like them, and it does help protect the screen of your device, so that's kind of nice. It does also say Layered Dandy here on the front. I think this was the name that they used previously when the cases were branded as VRS design. Now that it's Lumion, I guess it's something different, it's Savant. But either way, lots of case options, and I'll put a link to their whole selection down below, the individual cases as well as just the list of all of them they've got for the Note 8. They've also got them for every other device you can imagine. So thanks so much to VRS Designs, now Lumion, for sending all these cases over for me to take a look at. But let me know what you think of them, which one you would pick if you had the Note 8. But thank you so much as always for watching. Hit that thumbs up button if you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you like what I'm doing here, you want to support what I'm doing and help me get to 100,000 subs, that would be awesome. And I will see you again next time.